out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Now Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, throw left side, complete to Ingram. That'll be a gain of 16, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack on his throw here is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing deep for Golladay. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A first down carry for Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now a play fake, Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Let's keep those sticks moving.
Off play action. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive.
You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Room to run past across midfield and finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Leonard Fournette. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Just keep going. It's all right.
Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Ryan Succabon for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones throwing on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A final shot before break. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr., and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On play action, now Brady.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mike, 45.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Back to throw. Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Graham for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground, aimed through the air. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Touchdown! Kenny Galladay on the touchdown throw from Daniel. Strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. Huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Brady going to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play